Today we're going to take a quick look at the Buyers Products Heavy Duty Magnetic Tow Lights. Now whenever you're flat towing a vehicle, you'll need several different components: your tow bar, base plate, your safety chains, and your lights. These are going to mirror the RV's lighting functions onto your towed vehicle. That way you stay safe when you're out on the road, and you also meet all the DOT requirements. Now these lights are going to come in a handy carrying case. It has a handle at the top, makes it easy to stow somewhere in a compartment below your RV, maybe stash it behind one of the seats in your cab. Keeps them up and out of the way. And if you don't want to make any changes to your towed vehicle, this is going to be an easy way to bypass that. Basically, you're just going to have these running from the back of your RV to your towed vehicle. These are just going to be magnetic lights that sit on top of your towed, and we'll have our incandescent bulb. It's pretty easy to change out the bulbs if and when they go bad. There's a little wire keeper that goes around the lens. You pop that out, lens comes right off. You can change that bulb, no problem. Pop the lens back on, and then fit that wire keeper back into place. That can be a little tricky. You just kind of have to get it to fit in the groove around the outside or around the inside lip of the light housing itself. So as far as maintenance goes, not too bad. The way this stays in place again is going to be a magnet on the bottom. Those have a felt covering, so you don't have to worry about any scratches or scuffs to your vehicle. We'll have our wires that are going to go back or go up the front to our RV. Now this is going to be 30 feet long in all. Something to keep in mind with this: even though you're not going to be making any changes to your vehicle's wiring, you don't have to worry about voiding any warranties, getting in behind your taillights, anything like that. The thing to keep in mind that's kind of a downside to the magnetic lights is that these wires are going to be going over the top of your vehicle or running somewhere on the outside. So there's a good chance that these are going to rub up against the paint. Over time, it could cause some abrasions there. So something to keep in mind. If you're towing once a year, not going for super long distances, and you just need a quick fix, this is going to work out well. It can also work well for towing situations whenever you're just a recovery vehicle. Maybe you run a towing service, something like that. Makes it a little bit quicker and easier to use. As far as the other connection, we'll have a 4-pole round and a plug, so you can get all those functions on your towing vehicle wired up. You'll just undo this Phillips head screw. It's a small Phillips head screw that'll give you access to all the terminals, so you can get that wired into your towing vehicle. Whenever you're ready to hook up, you'll just plug it in to that housing, making sure you line up the pins, and then there's a pin and hole that will line up and keep that cover in place and also prevent the wire from backing out accidentally. Has a spring going over the end of that cord to help give it a little bit more flexibility and rigidity so that you don't wear this out too quickly. It doesn't get bent or kinked or anything like that. So overall, this is going to be a good way to stay safe on the road, let other drivers know when you're making stops and turns, and meet all those requirements to stay within compliance. These do meet in DOT requirements, and it'll give you all our turn signal, brake, and taillight functions. Easy to set up. You just plop these down on top of your vehicle, plug in your cable once you have that wired in, and you're good to go. As far as the dimensions for our lights, these are going to be pretty small. It stands about 6 inches tall, about 6 right on. The diameter of the light is about 4.5 inches. The base, it's kind of a triangle shape. It's about 4 3/4 inches wide by about 3 inches deep. The lens housing is about 2 inches deep. Whenever we're done with it, you can just pop that together, get everything to fit in there. Whenever you have this hooked up, you won't have to worry about that plug hanging out in there. That won't take up that much space. Then it all closes within our case. And then this is going to be about 14 inches, about 14 and 7/8 of an inch wide. Excuse me, 14 and 5/8 of an inch wide by 9 3/4, and it's going to be about 4.5 inches thick. It does come with some instructions to help you get your plug installed so you can match up all your wiring functions. And with that, that's going to do it for our look at the Buyers Products Heavy Duty Magnetic Tow Lights.